Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It has been a long time. There's loads of you chatting already, which I love to see. I just said to Ben, I just said if no one joins, not going live. And he said, of course they'll join. Right, so firstly, can you all hear me okay? Um, Let me know with all those some little love hearts or something. That you can hear me and see me. And oh, there you go. Look, there's Ben. Uh, so I'll say some hellos because it has been forever. So there's Caroline, there's Shannon, Nicola, all saying hello to each other. Emma, hello. I'm done with Christmas cards finally. I still have lots to do. Um, But as you know, I've very much still struggling with my back. So my mojo has disappeared. So it says like 2 days to do a card. I will do a card and I'll just do the basics. And then I sort of just look at it and I don't know, when you just don't know where you want to go with it. So I put it to the side and then I make another one and then I make another one. But because I have to keep breaking off because of my back, when you sit back down, you just think, bleh. Do you know what I mean? But I'll get there. So who else have we got? Betty, hello. Who have I missed? Paludo, hello. I knew I'd missed someone because I saw someone say hello to you. PJB Stamper Pam, hello. Which Hazel, hello. Oh no, sorry to hear you're still suffering. I've been incarcerated in hospital myself, so need to catch up with everyone. Oh no, well I hope you're all right, or you're going to be all right. Hope everything works out fine. Karen Postles. Postles. I always pronounce yours wrong. Hello all, apologies for being missing for months. Me too. Me too. It's nice to have you back here. So this is going to be my last launch before Christmas. I will probably be bringing you something else at the end of December, sort of New Year time, which will probably be perfect for. It'll be what's it called? Valentine's, sort of the next sort of collection, something that's going to work lovely for that, I think. It is the season for backs, just recovering from about a sciatica myself. I've suffered with, so whatever's going on with my back set off the sciatica in my right leg. And that has been so painful on top of everything else. It's just, I think it's been a terrible year health-wise for me, unfortunately. Could have been worse. So, I won't complain too much. I bought a box of cards from the store in case my husband doesn't help me make some. He can send the store bought to his friends. Absolutely, Pam. Absolutely. That's definitely what I would do. I do exactly the same each year. Not necessarily buy from the store, but the best ones go to people who, am I allowed to say I like the most? I think the best ones go to those that I know are going to appreciate it more. And then it's like, when you were a kid and your mum bought you the box of cards to send to all your friends at school and you got them all out and you picked your favourite one and that one went to your best friend. And then the one that you liked next, you sent that to like your second best friend. And then the person who you like never spoke to or didn't like in your class got the one that you didn't like at the bottom of the pile. Or was that just me? Pretty sure that probably just wasn't me. I agree with you there. I'm glad it wasn't just me. Right, so what I have got today for you it's called Happy Ever After. And it is my take on Cinderella. So we've got lots of fabulous goodies. I've got two main pads and then I've got sort of two backgroundy pads to go with all of this. So we'll have a good look through this in a minute. Definitely. I'm terrible. I do the same thing. We all do the same thing. Definitely. Because the thing is, we spend so much time creating the card, not just creating it, finding the perfect idea and the perfect paper and the perfect this and the perfect that, and you put all of that effort into it. And I'm not sending that card to someone who I know just throws the cards away. They're not getting that one. They can have the store-bought one. um, No, not just me. I know it's definitely a card maker thing, isn't it? It really is. Right, so I've got a huge pile of stuff here. So let's move those there. And the two main collections I've got, so I've got my Happy Ever After, and then I've got the castle. So these are just some beautiful castle scenes that are going to work beautifully if you want to build up, your design and things like that. So we'll go with this one first. So, are we all ready? I only have the card for hubby to make. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, I think Ben gets one of my favourite ones. I'll let him. Right, so let me just wiggle my camera just a little bit because it feels angled a little bit. So there we go. If the camera falls off, don't blame me. Right, that feels a bit better. It felt angled. My laser printer and laptop are not cooperating. I was planning on foiling some sentiments and slapping them on pattern paper. Oh, that's not good then if it's not working, not playing together. I made 3D ones for my neighbours that kept them, a family friend and my parents. Yeah, my mum kept every single card that me and my sister and sort of the grandkids ever sent her from us and from when we were born. She had this box and it's got all the baby cards in there from when we were born, from when people sent cards for our first birthdays, all the way up. She's kept all of those. Yeah, it was more than one box, I must admit, not just one box. My dad always calls me a cheapsake for sending handmade cards. If only he knew. Oh, you send him to me. It's I think, yeah, we spend about £20 creating one card. Because the thing is, the card that you have to buy comes in a pack, and the papers you buy comes in a pack, and then all the embellishments. Can't just buy one of everything, so it really adds up, doesn't it? Yes, I did know it was you, B. And I noticed the picture, so I don't know why it wasn't come up, but it's all right. I knew it was you. My friends and nieces keep all my cards and display them. That's it. I've got some cards that I bring out and put up every year that have been handmade and sent to me because they're just beautiful. They're just beautiful little decorative pieces. So I definitely do keep handmade ones because I know what goes into them, definitely. Craft fairs think $5, £5 is expensive. They really don't know, unfortunately, which is it is a shame. I would list the cost of the stuff I used to make the box. I would absolutely do that. Yes, mistakes and remakes, you have to factor in that as well, definitely. Or that little practice piece when you've seen a new fold or a new sort of design. I always do a little practice piece first. I do it with like some old paper or card that that's a bit wasted or something. It's got ink on it, I can't use it. So I always do a practice piece as well if it's a new one. Because it has to be perfect, definitely. Right, so I made a birthday card 3 times last night. I know that feeling. I've been the same with my Christmas cards. It's a right old pain, isn't it? Right, let's get on. So, Happy Ever After is my take on Cinderella. And as you can see, you've got those beautiful blues running all the way through. But then what you've got is some lovely golds, and then you've got black steep blues bordering on beautiful blacks, which looks awesome. And as always, I love the front. The front always looks amazing. Right, so first one in here is this one. So this is the fairy godmother. Obviously, that's the castle. And I just thought it'd be a little bit of fun to add some in mirrors, handheld mirrors, things like that. Just for, I just thought it was nice, it was fun, and it looks awesome. So obviously I'm showing you on the 12 by 12 as I always do. Rhonda, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. So, yeah, so if you've got this on, again, I always say if you get this on the 8 by 8 and then the 6 by 6 as well, you've got the ability to really build up all of your elements, you know, like not necessarily decoupage it up, but really build up a scene with these. So that's the first one. So that's the fairy godmother. And then another one with that beautiful handheld mirror in this one, Evening Clues. Let me put it back down. There we go. Bring it forward. Evening Clues. The hand there. And again, you've got that beautiful castle in there. You've got Cinderella stood. And again, there's always those fussy cutting possibilities. All the candles and the flowers around the outside. And again, those blues running all the way through everything, which is more of my nod to it than it being, you know, an exact sort of replica or copy of Cinderella. Beautiful, thank you very much. Really freezing 1 degree. Oh, that doesn't sound nice at all, Rhonda. There we go. So we've got the ugly sisters on this one. Obviously not so ugly because that wouldn't make a very nice paper pad, would it? But again, you've got it's just real. It's grand and big and bold. And again, you can see you've got all those blues running through it. So what you've got with this pad is, even though it's my take on Cinderella, there's nothing on there that says the Ugly Sisters. There's nothing on there that says that you can't use this for someone's wedding, for someone's 18th, 25th, you know, something like that. It's not specifically, oh, that's Cinderella, I can't use it for anything else. And again, another one, look, so you've got Cinder's there and you've got her prince. And again, a million different uses for this one. If you were making a little album or something like that for one of your grandkids, big or little, it's gonna be based on Cinderella. It's going to be amazing. But each single one, you see what I mean? I mean, her dress. You've got those beautiful blues running through it. There's a million different ways that you're going to be able to use that, not just Cinderella. So we've got another one here. This one is almost like in their nursery. So of course, obviously, it's Cinderella and her old man. But again, because of all the flowers and the scene and the way it's all done, it's not just Cinderella. Hello, Michelle and oh, Tracy, hello. Bit late to the party. Just out the shower. Have I missed much? You haven't. You've missed 3 or 4 pages because you know I talk for a little bit too long to start with. So we're just going through these. So again, this is the main pad. So you've got all the characters in here. But like I was just saying, nothing in there says just Cinderella. That could be a wedding card. You could adapt these for invites. There's so many different occasions. High school prom, absolutely. There'll be a million that I've missed because the brain fog is very real this past couple of weeks. So anything I forget, you will remember. So again, beautiful castle, full moon right behind it. And then obviously this one's got the glass slipper on. But again, if you were creating and you want to cut that away, then it is just a wedding card. It's a prom card, like someone said. It's many, many other things, not just Cinderella. But then obviously, of course, if you are wanting to create something Cinderella-esque, it's going to work beautifully. Now, this one's a lot darker and a lot more just sort of blues, I think, but it works beautifully. So that's obviously the footman with his horse and carriage. I can't think of what that were called then. So again, you've got this one in that beautiful, big, bold, ornate frame. Florals as well, but again, it's not flowery. I think with the footman and the horse and carriage being on there, it would work. This particular one would work beautifully for a man. Fussy cutting, definitely. Absolutely, fussy cut till your heart's content on these. And then, so that's again that gorgeous. Keep wanting to call him a foot soldier. It's a footsman, isn't it? And that beautiful, bejazzled, bejeweled, bedazzled, whatever word you want to call it, horse and carriage there. It's again, you've got those blues, real dark blues running through some of these, and it just looks, I can see Betty fussy cutting that one. I can, absolutely. As soon as I create something and I think, oh, fussy cutting for that, I instantly think of Betty, definitely. So this one, let me see if I can get that closer for you. Where are you, camera? There you go. Look at her. She is so beautiful. Now, obviously, again, she's the fairy godmother. Now, look at that page. If you've got that in the 6x6, you need to do nothing other than mat and layer that. And is that going to your mother-in-law, your nana, someone who is just fabulous. But again, such a beautiful fairy godmother there. And again, in context with everything, amazing. But then on its own, you're going to be able to use it for so many different things. This one, I think this one is my favourite. I think she's absolutely stunning. I think if I get it, there you go. You can see there's just lots more blue in there and gold than you can sort of see, I think, down there. I absolutely love that one. And then I love this. So you've got that thingamabob. What's it called? That is called, I know that's a shoe before anyone says shoe. Guys, hello. Hello. How are you? Are you working? Are you not working? Have you recovered from falling into was it your filing cabinet? And did you knock your printer off? I saw a post the other day. Gaz had he tripped up a little bit and knocked everything in his room flying. I'm off to see, fell into it and bust it up. God, see ya. Yes, so this one is absolutely perfect because what you've got is a little bit of a blank canvas. It's going to work beautifully just as it is. And there's lots of companies out there that have released it. Crafter's Companion, I know Ciao Bella has. I think Prima Marketing, I'm not quite sure. But there's lots of fairy tale stuff out there. And I know I always go back to Lavinia Stamps. But their stuff is awesome. I mean, she's just a genius with her stamps and stuff. So if you've got some of those stamps from other companies as well, but Lavinia Stamps, where you just are going to create, you're just going to ink it with black and plop it on there. They're going to work absolutely amazingly with these. And I do love that one. I love that you've got so much possibilities, or so many possibilities with this particular one. Have more water with it next time, Gaz. That shoe reminds me of one that I saw that was done with wireware. Yeah, it does, with all the sort of that intricacy stuff, isn't it? And then again, this one. This one, it really epitomises Cinderella for me because you've got those blue shoes and you've got the castle. And I absolutely love this one. And again, the fussy cutting on this one is just sort of off the chart, isn't it? Definitely. Nicola, I wish it was that. Then at least I would have had an excuse. I don't know, Gaz. I am so clumsy. I trip over my own feet when I'm walking. So I feel your pain with that. I definitely do. Right. So that is the main pad. And then we're going to go on to this one, which is the castles or the scenes. So I've specifically made this one as just backgrounds, as just scenes. So if you're getting this one in a smaller size, in the 8x8 or the 6x6, you can fussy cut lots of those elements out and you can build up beautiful scenes. This pad in particular, if you scrapbook, is going to be absolutely perfect for that because it is just all these sort of beautiful backgrounds. You've got that smoky sky going on. Again, all those florals and those beautiful, beautiful castles. And obviously each one is going to be so different to the next, which means you haven't got a pad of 12 images that are all really quite similar. Even though they've all got castles on, they're all going to be so, so different. Did you ever make 5x7 size ones? Just curious. I don't. See, when we create these, we create them as a square size. So we create them as a 12x12. And if I put these onto a 5x7, what you're going to do is it's going to cut the sides off of the image. It doesn't shrink down. I mean, I don't know if some big, fancy, expensive companies can do that, but for us, the way that and just sort of the equipment that we've got, if I shrink this down from a square to a rectangle, you're going to miss some of the image. So it doesn't really work. So which is why I do the 8x8 and then the 6x6, which is why they're all squares that you see me do rather than, the 5x7s. You've got me thinking now. So you've got me thinking now. I can't speak. I can't think and talk at the same time at the minute. I mean, it's because of the way that we design them. We start off with that square, with that 12x12. And obviously it shrinks down into other, square sizes, just not the rectangle ones, unfortunately. So again, you've got that beautiful castle. You've got lots of scope to add things. You don't need to add things if you don't want, but if all you want to do is, again, in a smaller size, pop it on the front of a card and you've got lots of room for just your sentiment or, some little flowers or whatever it is that you're sort of going to embellish it with. I didn't like cutting in the 8x8. They were too nice. I know, that's the only thing, isn't it? And then, do you know what this is? The most perfect place to get married, isn't it? I would want, sorry, just a second, I'm just looking for something. There it is. So let me move that one because I've edited some stuff off of that one. In fact, I'll just show. Where is it? Oh, that's not. Bear with me. Oh, I've moved it somewhere. I'll find it. So this one, the only thing I edited off was I just cleaned up the path. So I had these sparkles going across the path, but I've taken that off. So you've got just a beautiful, what is it? Just a beautiful pathway then. And it's like the most perfect place to get married, isn't it? And again, you can see the blues are running through everything. dark blues, those lighter ones, that sort of smoky image. Nicola says she's exactly the same and she's only just going into the pages. I know it's hard. It is. I absolutely understand your pain. So again, totally different. It's those lights just lighting up everything really just add something, don't they? And then obviously all the twinkling lights just everywhere, stars in the sky, the smoky sky. If I bring it right up close, there are just stars everywhere. You've got that lovely almost texture on there. And again, so I was saying before, I know lots of us scrapbook. So these are perfect for that. So if you have got whatever it is, occasion that you're scrapbooking for, they're a lot easier to use to scrapbook with because you're not covering up loads of important stuff. But again, the 6x6 on the front of a card with just a sentiment. And of course, the castles wouldn't be collection without those beautiful grand stairways in there. So again, this is where if you've got those dies and you've got those stamps and things from your other collections, going to work absolutely beautiful with these. Excuse me. Oh, a bit of a dry throat there. Yes, Matt's amazing. I know he's done a few little tutorials and things like that, but definitely, if you ask him, he'll share instructions with his for his folios and boxes and stuff. Excuse me, I'm going to cough again. Oh, something tickled my throat. Those 8x8 pads are absolutely perfect for making albums. They're just the perfect size. They really are. Quite large. Yeah. Right. So again, another one with that beautiful grand stairway. And I love the sky. It's just so pretty. I love everything about them. I love the lights, carrying obviously that gold across everything. And it really works with that really, really dark blue. And then obviously going into that lighter blue. So I do have a question to ask you in a minute, and it's about 7x7. So don't let me forget. So I should write it down really, but it's just sort of come to me when you were talking about those 8x8s. I love this one. Do you know what this one reminds me of? Do you remember the Muppet Show? You know, when all the Muppets come onto the stage at the beginning and they're all stood in sort of these on sort of the opening credits. That's what it reminds me of. Because when I was little and I used to watch that and those giant Muppets used to come and stand in them, it used to terrify me. I used to have to either hide behind a cushion or the sofa. And that's what that reminds me of. Look, it is me trying to sell you my beautiful paper pads, and I'm telling you it reminds me of the Muppets. So I love this one. I mean, I know it's the total opposite, but what you've still got is you've still got all those blues running through. The whites or the lights on this are more of a white light, but then you come to this one and you've got that real almost orange lights coming through with this. And again, you've just got the glass slipper on the bottom just there. And then I've still got a couple left. I thought that was the last one. So again, beautiful castle, the swirly, whirly sky. And again, you've got both the glass slippers at the bottom. It allows you to really build up a scene with these if you want to, or with whatever that you're adding on top. It's just, which is why obviously they're perfect backgrounds. They really are. But yeah, the blues are running through are the sort of same blues running all the way through. And then, adding the different coloured or different hues of the lights really just makes them obviously all stand out from each other. And again, I love it. You've just got the glass slippers there. So again, if you wanted to get rid of them, if you wanted to cover that up with a sentiment because you didn't want it to have that sort of element on there, you absolutely could do. Right, so that is the two main pads. That is the castles, and then the main one, which is the happy ever after. And then, so what I want to, I'm show you that one last. I'm going to show you this one next. So obviously it's the same thing in three different styles. What I've got is I've got these beautiful frames, and they're in A4. And I thought there's almost like journal pages, which are going to work absolutely perfectly. Again, if you wanted to footy cut from these or for whatever you were wanting to use them for. So I was thinking to myself, it's going to be beautiful. So this is just in the matte cardstock that I use. So it's a smooth matte and it's a 200 GSM. I will go through them in a minute. So I thought with this one, I'm going to give you options because I can with this design. So you've got it with the smooth matte. And then you've also got it where you can have it on that beautiful pearlescent because they're A4s, they're designed to go on an A4. So it's just plain on the back. It's that lovely hint of gold. You can see the hint of gold, look in it. So you can have the A4 normal card, shiny, the A4 in the pearlescent. But then I thought to myself, if you want, you can also have it in the A5. So what you're going to get is excuse me, the A4, as always, it comes with 12 designs. So I've also done it in the pearlescent, which comes with 12 designs. But if you want it in the A5, so if you are making some, smaller albums, if you want it in the A5, you can have it in either matte or shiny in the A5. But what you will get is you will get two of each. So you will get two of them. But they'll obviously be A5 in size. So you'll get twice as many. And they're all going to be the same price. So we don't get confused. They're all going to be £10. So I'll show you them in the matte because it's always easier to see the designs in the matte than in the shiny. But again, if I bring in the shiny look, it is that hint of gold, pearlescent. So if you wanted to make a whole album out of that, it's going to look awesome. Perfect for your bullet journal. Well, that's what I thought. I thought the A4s are absolutely great, but I thought A5 would just be a perfect size. So obviously there's that option as well. So what you're going to get is the background is the sky, the colours, the sparkle that you're sort of seeing through those two main collections. So they're going to work absolutely perfectly with them. I love it's just smoky. And again, if I bring in another one of those, how awesome does it look in that? It really adds something to those stars running through the sky and things like that. So there's going to be 12 designs in. I love this one. I mean, if you're wanting to just fold these in half, and have it in a little album or something like that way. They're obviously going to work perfectly for that. But again, if you want them smaller, then obviously they're going to work as well, perfectly as well, just like that. So lots of different frames. This one, this would be my front of my journal or my album or whatever. That would sort of be a front page for me. So all the designs that I'm showing you are going to be exactly the same through the pearlescent, and you're going to get 2 of each if you order the A5. So that's almost black, isn't it, on that one? But there is blue running through, sort of there and there. But it felt with this collection, because it's a fairy tale and it's Cinderella, it almost felt like I needed to add these sort of pages, journal pages, storybook pages. It just felt like it worked perfectly with it. I love that sort of smoky, cloudy effects that is sort of running through them. So there's 12 in there. And again, it's going to be the same with the pearlescent. You're going to get all sparkle. And then if you order it in the A5, you will get all 12 twice. So you will get 2 of each. I just love how the light hits the pearlescent. But also don't forget, if you have a look on my Facebook page, there is some other backgrounds on there that are going to work perfectly. We've got that did I bring it out with the last set of papers? It's like a bokeh snowy effect, but it's in the blues, so it's going to work beautifully with these. I feel like you could also use those as a family tree album. Absolutely. I mean, again, there's nothing on there here that says it will only work with, my Happy Ever After. It's going to work with so many other ones, definitely. So the pearlescent and the normal in the A4, and you can also get it in the pearlescent and the normal in the A5 as well. I'm not going to put those back in their packets. I just don't want to. I'll tidy that up later. And then finally, what we've got is I've just got, of course, it has to be done, doesn't it? We've got a beautiful floral background to go with it. And again, you're going to have those beautiful blues running through. They're going to work beautifully with the Mink pads or just on their own as a beautiful floral paper pad. So you can see the blues, the dark blues. Again, you've still got the sparkle, but you've got some beautiful florals. Because who doesn't love a flower paper pad? They are so versatile. You can use them for anything and everything. Now, this one, they are huge on there. So if you do buy this, let me find that one in the A4 size. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same one. It could be any of the others, but you've got this huge one here. The front of an album, the top of a gift box, the front of a gift bag. You've got that beautiful design, and then you fussy cut those 2 out, and you are going to build them up. Again, bring in the 6x6, fussy cut both of those out, pop them on there, and then here where you've got this 3x4, you fussy cut those out, and you have got the most awesome huge arrangement of flowers on the front of your bag, the top of your box, whatever it is that you are creating. It is going to look awesome. And also, don't forget, when you do fussy cut them out, Make sure that you bring in, I hit the mouse then, I nearly exited this. One of your foam mats. Use your foam mat, fussy cut that out and use your ball tools and give it some lovely sort of depth. You don't need to fold it up and everything like that. Just using a ball tool all around this. And then once you've popped it onto here, you've got that beautiful depth and it's going to look awesome. Right, let me just... Yeah, wait, I'm all right. I'm not going to get confused. But again, you've got all these like little, can you see that there? Those little twinkly lights running all the way through it. So as much as on these, you've got lots of, the centres of them are a lighter blue than those. So let me just bring this in. I wanted these to be darker than this. So if you want to mat and layer, or if you're having them sort of next to each other, this is going to be a lot deeper. It's going to match perfectly more with the outsides of these. So if you see that if I put those together, it absolutely works beautifully. And even bringing that in, because you've got hints of those colours running through here, it's just going to work so perfectly. So even though obviously it's not an exact colour match per se, that's not what I wanted. This had to be, in fact, it's almost round the edge of some of these, there's a hint of purple in it. And again, when you get these home, you're going to be obsessed. You really are. Okay, I love all the little twinkly lights. I don't think there's well, I was going to say I don't think there's a floral paper pad that I don't like, but I must admit I don't think there's a paper pad that I don't like. I'm definitely a paper addict. That's my vice with regards to crafting. If they said to me, "Is there's only one craft item that you can buy, what would it be?" It would be a paper pad. I'm just obsessed. So obviously they're all slightly different, but you've still got the matching elements running through. So your main pads have got all those fairy lights and sparkles, and these have got them running through. So they're just tying and work perfectly. So if you are making an album and you're using these sort of for your main pages and you're using the main pads for topper bits and things like that, it's just going to work. And I was debating whether to have giant flowers or smaller flowers. And I thought for this one we'd go for huge. Do you want small, medium, or large? No, I'll have huge. Thank you very much. But they're just awesome. And again, as a standalone pad, if you're only buying one pad tonight, and it's this one, you're not getting sort of second best or anything, because what you're going to be able to do with these. I like this one. It's almost like it's got those paint splashes on all ready for you. These would be great, as I say. They absolutely would. I think sometimes when we think about Mother's Day, we think it's got to be sort of light and bright and flowers definitely, but dark and bold. This is my mother-in-law, I think. Not that she's dark. She has got a bit of a suspect sense of humour. Think of the word, but I think she definitely likes the purple, and these darker ones would, the sort of would perfect for her. So yeah, definitely thinking of Mother's Day, any kind of birthday cards. Again, can you imagine what your gift bags are going to look like if you are using these? They're going to look stunning. They really are. I have a whole yard full of peonies. I absolutely love peonies. They're just absolutely stunning. In fact, yes, 'cause it is those big, round, huge flat. They're beautiful. I absolutely just love them. Um, it would. Do you know what? It would make a beautiful fabric. Some of this. Maybe that's something I should look into. So that is that's the whole of that pad. So that is everything that I've got for you today. So we've got those 4 pads. So again, just putting those next to each other. If I flick through, you can see how wonderful they're going to work together. And obviously, they're going to work beautifully separate as well. I'm trying to tidy up. It's all right. This gad's still on because Matt's not on. He gets a twitchy eye when I don't tidy up. Right, let's have a look. Right. We're semi-tidy. That will do. We're semi-tidy. Oh, Gaz is still here. It's semi-tidy, Gaz. You've had an awful phone call. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, but Matt, hello. You're late. You was late. I didn't see you came on that late. I didn't see you attend. But talking about Gaz, he's on Sheena Douglas's design team. And I think he's now also on the Cosmic Shimmer one. So, yay, Gaz. Anna Marie, hello. Looks like you've missed loads, been to the hairdressers and then for something to eat. That's all right. We will let you off. You're very welcome. So go have a look on the Cosmic Shimmer because it's Jamie Rogers who's bought that out now. Jamie Rogers is awesome. He's got the Cosmic Shimmer. Obviously, he got Sheena on board. She is doing some education with all of that stuff. And Gaz has made some gorgeous makes. So go have a look over at the Cosmic Shimmer. Katie Sue, damn it. Cosmic Shimmer. But Sheena's working for Jamie Rogers, isn't she? I'm pretty sure Katie Sue is under. I don't know. I've probably read it. Probably read different things. She's with Katie Sue. Why did I think she was with Jamie Rogers? But anyway, Jamie Rogers is awesome. Katie Sue is awesome. Maggie's makes have been here a bit, just not commented. You didn't want to comment because you came in late and you knew if you commented that I'd be like, are you late, Maggie? Right, anyway, but Gaz is on the Cosmic Shimmer design team and he's done some awesome makes. So go have a look, which was my point. Very true. It is true, Maggie. I do like to call everyone out for being late. It's because I'm always late. And then when other people are late, I feel a little bit superior that I've got in there before them. So, I like to lord it over people just a little. Right. So that is everything that I've got for you today. So let me take that out of that because that shines very nice. Sorry, I wasn't commenting because I was watching on my TV. Laurie, that's all right. I will let you off. I will let you off. Everyone's going to be popping up now saying, I wasn't late. Right, so I know that you haven't been here for a while, so I really appreciate you all joining in with me tonight. I think this year for me has just been a lot. Getting towards the end, I feel like it's just been a little bit of a write-off. I still wanted to obviously bring you the collections. Apologies that I haven't been creating with them. So I feel like I need to just write the rest of this year off. Not worry about whether I can or can't sit down and do. Thank you. Tutorials and things like that. I will get to them as soon as I am able to get to some tutorials and things. I will absolutely be doing that. I am back with the doctor this month, so hopefully they'll figure something out and they'll magically make me better. The 7x7. So that's what I was going to ask you. These A4 pads where I have got this, it is just bigger than the 8x8, isn't it? Where I've got this and you've got these two toppers. I noticed. So I was creating, I think it was just this, I was just doing these simple cards. And because it's an 8x8, I had to trim all the way round. And I know on lots of my papers, there's bits towards the edge that I don't want to trim away. So do you think this being a 7x7 or an 8x8 would be more useful to you? Because who was it I saw? Stamps by Me, I think it is. She does 7x7 pads. And I thought that's genius. Because if you are creating 8x8 pads, cards, or if you're creating 8x8 albums and you're doing those mats and layers, would this be more beneficial to you as a 7x7 rather than, I mean, it's probably an 8¼ by an 8¼ isn't it? So that was my question. So when you are ordering from me, it's very easy for me. So you can have the options. If you order this pad and you want that as a 7x7, let me know, because I can just obviously make it a little bit smaller. If you prefer keeping it as an 8x8, then just let me know. Just order as usual. If you think, oh, actually, I'd like that as a 7x7, just let me know. So I thought I'd just give you those options. And when I post these on my page later, I'll give you the option. I'll put it down and say, if you want that as a 7x7, let me know. I'd be a bugger and say 7.5 by 7.5 because it's a layer. Yeah, absolutely. Would that mean the two smaller ones would be slightly bigger? It wouldn't. No, they would stay the same because of the way that I would place it. I'd still place it sort of central. They would still stay. What are the 3x4, aren't they, roughly? 3¾ by 2¾ so just sort of shorter. Gaz, question, I always get the A4 because of storage, but I'll give the 7x7 a try. It's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you. This can stay as it is, but I'm just thinking, I know that this, when I made that card the other day, there was a little bit designed to the edge and I was like, I really didn't want to cut that off. And then I thought, actually, if I give people the option of having that as a 7x7 or just as it is. Someone laughing at Gaz, yeah. But again, we all do things slightly different. So Rhonda's put most of her albums are 8.5 by 8.5. So that is absolutely perfect for Rhonda. But then, you get people who just make cards and the 7x7 would be a lot better for them. So I just thought I would throw it out there and see what you sort of was thinking. 7x7 would be helpful in making the 5x7 cards. I wouldn't have to chop off parts I like. That's it, isn't it? That's it. The thing is, it gets to a point where there'd be so many sizes that I'm doing. I have to sort of, I don't know, there's just honest, it's just because it is that when it's designed in that square, it just doesn't make into that 5x7 size, unfortunately. I mean, it would, but again, you'd have the sides sort of cut off, unfortunately, of the image. Right, so, don't forget these. I don't know if, let me just pull those out. So yes, so don't forget these as well. These do come in the A5 size. In the A5 size, you get 2 of each image, so you're getting 24 sheets. And then in the A4, there's 12 sheets in each, in the normal or the pearlescent. Let's bring the pearlescent in. Look at that. And then you're getting 12 of each in those. So again, I'll be putting all the prices and everything up. Maybe make some at certain parts of the year, Christmas possibly. Ah, yes. Oh, that's actually a good idea. Like, certain times, special occasions. If you have the option that is an individual choice, plus the 3x4 are great for matching gift tags. Yeah, exactly. How many pads are in this collection? I know it's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Right, so what we've got, let's move this under here. We've got the Happy Ever After, which is the main one. And then just the Happy Ever After castles, which is the sort of backgrounds. Then we've got the florals. So 1, 2, 3. And then these are just the A4 pads, which is the frames, which you can get obviously in the pearlescent or in the matte cardstock. And you can get these in the A4 or the A5 size. So just 4 pads, but with the frames, there was just a couple more options. Stop it, Michelle, pearlescent. Pearlescent is so beautiful. And what I love about, I mean, that I only print, sort of one-sided. But what is great about these pearlescent ones is if, obviously, there's a design in there that you don't like, yeah, you've still got that beautiful, just hint of gold pearlescent on the back. So, it's not really a huge deal to take a quarter off. You wouldn't really be losing a huge amount of the design. No, you definitely wouldn't. But I just thought I would sort of throw it out there and sort of get everyone's opinions on it. Because like I said, pretty sure it's Tony from Stamps by Me. I'm pretty sure she does a 7x7 pad. And then it just sort of got me thinking. And then I thought, well, I'll ask you all, see what you think. But no, I don't think it's really a huge deal to take that little bit off. But I'm quite accustomed to cutting into my papers now. I know it can be quite hard for some of you, definitely. Gorgeous collection, thank you very much. Right, so as always, these main ones, they come in the 12x12, obviously the A4 pad that we've just been talking about, and the 6x6s, and you also get the topper sets as well. So that is, you get sort of 3 12x12 sheets of, one sheet is all 3x3s, one sheet is 3x4s, one sheet is 4x3. So you get in 36 toppers. In fact, I think you get 40 all in all. So you're getting 40 toppers of, obviously, if you ordered this one, you're getting those 40 toppers, which you probably wouldn't order that into toppers. I don't know, maybe. But then again, this one, you're getting one of each design as 3 different size toppers in that collection. Use the cut-off strip to decorate the envelope. Do you know what? I never even thought, ever thought to do that. That is a great idea. I am going to be back on before Christmas. I definitely want to do something. I'd want to do a little project, a little tutorial. I want to do something. It'll be nice to have a bit of a natter while I'm doing a bit of a project, and just be a nice pre-Christmas chat and craft, I think. So I will definitely be doing at least one thing. I'll take my painkillers. I'll get a cushion and I'll sit on that. A glass of eggnog. And we'll do something, definitely. It'd be nice, and just have a little pre-Christmas drink, craft and chat. Chug, craft and chat. How about that? Chug, craft and chat. You can tell that I'm a Yorkshire lass, can't you? Right, so I am going to let you all get off because I've been chatting on long enough. If you've got any questions, pop me a message. Obviously, all your orders, and every single order that is placed is going to get a little gift. So I'm going to pop every single order a little gift in. I've got all sorts back here. I will wear my Christmas card making shirt. Oh, yes. That sounds great. Matt needs them all. Oh, bank manager's going to kill him as he needs them all. Sounds good. Obviously not for you, but for me, definitely. What was I saying? What was I saying? It's the 12 days of card making. I did really, earlier on in the year, like way earlier on in the year, I'd wrote out all these plans for the December run up to Christmas. Oh, I was saying goodbye. Thank you, Shannon. I had all these plans. I got them all wrote out. I was going to do some little projects. I was going to do one each day, and I was going to sort of post them. My sort of idea was some of them would be live, some of them were going to be pre-made, and then some of them were just going to be like little step-by-step tutorials, one for each day. Nothing extravagant, just I had lots of fabulous ideas, and it just hasn't come to fruition, unfortunately, due to my health. But bigger and better next year then, eh? I'll see you all later. So glad I caught this live. I'm really glad that you caught this live as well. So it probably won't be next week. Where's my phone? Let me have a look at my calendar. So I am thinking Thursday the 18th. That's the week before. Oh, you can all see my calendar, can't you? Look, it's a bit sparse this month. It's Thursday the 18th, right? I will figure it out. I will get something sorted, and that is when we will do the live. It'll be the same time, so 6:30. So make sure that you're all ready and excited for whatever it is I decide to figure to play. But we'll have a play, we'll have a chat, we'll create something, and we'll just have a little pre-Christmas live. Yeah, I think I can manage that. But yes, so any orders, messages, let me know. Christmas chocolates, yes. Oh, absolutely. A drink, chocolates. It's a must, isn't it? It really is. Yes. So, messages, questions, anything like that, pop me a message. Any orders, obviously. Oh, that's what I was saying, wasn't I? Every order is going to get a free gift. So definitely get those in. And then it's done. I have got some. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember. My brain doesn't work well enough. Oh, likes and shares. So buying is great, but all those likes and those shares and just commenting on something, it means it does something with the algorithm. It just gets me seen more. So all that is just as important to me. You know, you guys just watching and things like that, which obviously, you know, I truly appreciate. Order sent. I just heard my phone being Nicola. Right, so I'm gonna let you all get off. Not next Thursday, the Thursday after. We will be doing we'll do a Christmas live, and hopefully have a little bit of fun. So, thank you all so much for joining. Thank you for being amazing this whole year and bearing with me. I truly do appreciate you all. And I will see you all in 2 weeks' time. It's 2 weeks' time, isn't it? 2 weeks' time, yes. So I will see you all in 2 weeks. Thank you so much and see you all later. Bye bye.